Hello again, everyone. Well, back from my weekend away in Kenilworth. I've just about got everything back into my craft room. The box I put in the car was so heavy. And of course I came back with more than I went with, as you might imagine. One thing I was given over the weekend was this lovely piece of tissue paper with the challenge to do something with it. Well, at the craft day, I did make a card using this, and I gave it to someone, and I didn't take a picture of it. So I thought I would just kind of go through the motions again, really, and to do another one. And the curious thing is, either this person knew me very well when they picked this particular piece of tissue paper, because I took just the right two colours with me to use to make a card with it. That was a bit of luck, really. Anyway, what I'm going to do is a little mixed media. What I used was this stamp that you may have seen me use several times before. It was from Amazon, and I just used bits of it in odd places around a mixed media type card. I've got these two inks. I've got Happy Birthday from Alexandra Renke, which I've cut twice and just stacked, which is what I actually did yesterday. And I've got an Alexandra Renke butterfly as a bit of an embellishment. So, shall we just kind of get going? The first thing I did was just to choose a little bit of the design to put us, a bit of one of the mediums on the card. Let me get a brush. Here I've got some water, and I will just sort of paint around a shape. It's a bit big piece of tissue, isn't it? I don't know what I want. I think, let's start from near the edge. We'll have this one here. I'll go around both bits. Why I put water around is the fact that it kind of makes the paper go soggy, and then it'll just tear where the water was, says she, hopefully. This one was actually a bit more robust than lots, but I did manage to actually just rip it around the tear, around the water mark, if you know what I mean. So this one it's quite tough, this paper. I did wonder actually if it was rice paper at first, but I'm not really sure. There's one bit that's quite pretty. And what should we have with that? I've cut a bit off that bird. I wouldn't have about having a bird. Let's have a bit of this bird here if we can. Let's go around him. And that's done it well. Probably had a bit more water on my brush. See, it just kind of pulls apart where the water was. Okay, there's a bird. I have a bird and a couple of flowers. Okay. What I did yesterday was just start with a little bit of stamping onto the base, but I think today I'm just going to add a little more colour, and I'm going to do just a bit of ink splodging first. Let's just dry that off. Okay, there's my sheet. I think this is just a piece of, I'm not quite sure what make card this is. It is a linen one, but it's not Cintigo. I think it might be Paper Mill Direct. So I've got a little palette thing here. I'm going to put a bit of each of these colours on, and then we'll perhaps just smooch a little bit onto the background of the card. Let's just put a little, oops, I had this, had it locked for travelling. Yesterday I unlocked it and went like this and squirted all the people behind me over my shoulder. I wasn't looking which way round I'd got it. Okay, now to put this on, I have got, what have I got? bit of a plastic bag here. I think we'll just perhaps see what we can do with this. Just dip into here, pick up a bit of colour, and add a bit of colour. Okay, let's give this a wipe, and I'll pick up some of the pumice stone. We've got a speckled egg and pumice stone. I really rather like just using a bit of something. It's just a screwed up one of my bags that I keep stuff in. Okay, I'll wipe that off, so it will be useful for something else. Next thing I'm going to do is to use this stamp and just add a bit of interest in the background. So, as I say, I very often use this one kind of in my fingers, so I'll do that. And we'll just put a little bit from here and there. Let's put this kind of there. Oh, isn't that lovely? Oh, it makes me happy, this colour, I have to say. It's just lovely, absolutely lovely. Didn't mean to do that corner, but I will. I was thinking I was doing that corner quietly. I'll do that corner now. Okay, isn't that absolutely stunning? I just love it. I will give this thing a quick wipe. But I love the, the fine detail, tiny little print, beautiful script. People used to write beautifully in days of old, didn't they? And they were taught to write properly. I was taught to write properly, but sadly, I don't actually do it terribly well. Okay, next, I think I will use a stencil. Now, as I said yesterday, I came home with more than I went with, and one of the things I came home with was this Alexandra Renke stencil. So let's have a go of this one. This is just like random leaves, I think. Just this little one there, not quite jumped out. If I can get that out. Use a pokey tool. There it is. I'm not going to use all of it. Again, I'm just going to do, I tend to do this bottom corner. Don't know why. It just kind of, it's where I'm at. So let me find, what should I do? I didn't have with me yesterday any texture paste. But of course at home here, I do have texture paste. So why don't I use some? This is Indigo Blue True Grit. Artist's Quality Texture Paste. So let's have a go at this. Get myself a little palette knife. I did take a whole bunch of stuff, but it's kind of difficult. But it was just so lovely to meet so many people. Oh, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I think that sitting in the bar and chatting and things with people was, the night before was just lovely. It's so nice. So nice. Gave me a real charge this weekend. Made me very tired, but it's given me a real charge. Oh, look at that. Oh, my. What can I put on that? I'll put a little bit of luscious powder on that, I think, because that is just lovely. Gentle. Oh, I'm glad I bought that. Thought it was a bit expensive, but I think I'm going to get a lot of miles out of that stencil. That's lovely. Let me get some luscious powder. That's my top layer. That's got paints and luscious powders. Just seeing if there's anything there that's going to kind of go. That's gold cast. That might be quite nice. I am thinking, actually, what's that one? That's silver. That's Poseidon. That's quite nice. And then we go on to... what's this? No, that's a violet cast. I'm thinking of That's a green cast. Magic Sparkle, that's the one I was thinking of. You know, just put that down on there, haven't I? That's all right. Gosh, I wasn't thinking then. I wonder if the blue cast on there would be nice. Whether it was, one of these days I'll try it. I think the way I'm going to do this is just get a little brush, soft brush, and just dab a bit over. Didn't have luscious powder with me yesterday either, so let's just see. It probably should stick to the True Grit before it hardens completely. We'll see. Okay. I'll give that a little swipe off with my, I don't know what they call this, a Swiffer brush or whatever it is. Oh, that's pretty. That's nice. Very nice. Okay, next thing I think we're going to do is to add our bits of tissue. That now to me looks a little large, so why don't I make that smaller? About like that, perhaps. Okay, so I need my slap it on. Let's get this palette thingy back. Put a little slap it on onto my mat. Oh, oh goodness. There we go. And a broad brush. Here's one, and I'm going to do the back of the tissue first. At least I think that's the back of the tissue. Let's have a look. I don't know, can't tell. It'll do as the back. Okay, let's get that stuck down. I'm thinking now maybe the texture paste might have been better over the top of this as well, but we'll see, we'll see. Let's pop the bird down. Just wondering about this now as I've got the butterfly out. I don't know whether they're going to fight with each other. Artistically, not really. Okay. Okay. It's nice. I'll just try and get that back in the jar. Don't think I'm going to need that for the minute. There we go. It's not too bad. Don't like to waste it. Just wipe this. Didn't wipe it from the texture paste, did I? Never mind, it's coming off now. I hope Matthew got home all right with his van and all his stuff. He brought so much stuff for us to buy or to choose or look at, and I think everybody enjoyed having a look and a good old buy, a rummage through this stuff. Right. We're going to have a happy birthday on here somewhere. I think I put it somewhere like that on the one we made on the day. Let's just do the button. I'll use this one to just stick onto a piece of card to cut out one layer of the butterfly. So I've just put that back and now I need some more, don't I? Oh well. Let's just put a little out this time. I'll do. Okay. I intend cutting part of the butterfly out from this, you see. That's the idea. There we go. But I just need to let that dry before I cut it out. So I think I'll just give it a quick whiz with my heat tool to dry it off. Right. Now, 2 bits to the butterfly, this Alexandra Renke one. I'm not sure if this is the one I used yesterday or whether it was the larger one. I think it might have been the larger one. But if I'm going to have a butterfly on here, I think, because there's so much colour there, I'll put this one behind and a plain one on the front, which is actually what I did do yesterday. So let's cut out this one. This is the back layer. Oh, it still wasn't quite dry. Never mind. That's the back layer. I must make sure I will give this a wipe because it's got a bit gluey, I think. That's rather nice how the bit of the middle of that flower is coming into there, isn't it? I like that. Okay, so that's my bit of scrap. Let's do the front bit, and I need a bit more scrap. And this one, I think I'm going to put some more of this stamping over it, which again is what I did yesterday. There's a bit of card. Somebody actually yesterday asked me if there was a corner rounder that made that sort of shape, and I did say yes there was, and it's from We Are Memory Keepers, and it's this one. It does 2 different corners. One is that sort of indented corner, and this one is like a, I think what do they call it? Deco. That's a deco corner, and this one is a stub. So if anybody who's watching who was asking about a corner rounder that isn't a corner rounder, this is the one. We Are Memory Keepers Crocodile. Okay, that's absolutely by the by, but I was just trying it out on this piece of card, so I might as well use this card for my bit of stamping, my bit of butterfly. A little bit more. I think we have again the same colour, and we'll just stamp a bit of the middle of this. Now I want the butterfly to be on its side, kind of like that, but I'd like it to, the writing to be the right way up when we look at it. So that's what I will do. Pop this in here like this and stamp. I think that's the bit I put the ink on. Perfect. Perfect. Right. Now this is to be cut out with this piece. Like that. Oh, and I need to cut out the feelers, don't I? So that's going to go like that. Where's the feelers? Here they are. Let's get that bit I just threw in the bin. See if there's a bit of space here for some feelers. Look at that, just about. Just about. Let's have that, the body. I think we're nearly there. I've just got to stick on the happy birthday. It didn't take long actually at the venue, but I have done a couple of extra bits with this. I have done the stencil. No, I did some stenciling on it. I think it's the textured paste I didn't use. Okay, let's just stick this together. Put a little bit of glue in the middle here, and we can stick this on. Isn't that subtle, don't you think? I think that's lovely. And then this one. Pop that on there. Look, what a lovely butterfly. Oh my. Now let's just go back to this and see where we're up to. Where's the butterfly going to go? Should have waited for that to set. It will set soon. Somebody asked me yesterday, does this glue have manoeuvrability? And it certainly does, as you saw there. It just moved. But when it's set, it's really a really good fix, good stick. I think that might go there. And a happy birthday in there somewhere. I think that might be rather nice. I'll stick this on with a glue dot, I think. Here's one of my sticks to glue dots. We'll put that on the back there. There it is. Put that there. And I'm going to put this over the bird. I don't want the bird too prevalent. I didn't think about bird and butterfly together when I was getting the dies out. I didn't really think about the bird at all. I was just thinking about the paper. So I just don't want the two to be sort of clashing for the eye. So let's just put some glue on these and I'll stick them on. Okay. I'll whiz this up a bit. Just wondering whether I want to put just a little something. I think I will. Just a little edge on this. Just a little ink around the edge. Just to define it slightly. It's very subtle, but it would be surprising what a difference it makes. It just grabs a little bit of interest. And I have a fancy for just a little more stamping, but I may do it, I may not, I'll see. So I need to get a card base to put this on. It will flatten out when it's dry. It's still a bit wet from the slap it on. So happy birthday, and thank you so much for the gift of the tissue paper. Absolutely lovely. So thanks for watching. Come back and see me soon. Thanks for the thumbs up, for the subscriptions and all the rest of it. So do come and see me very, very soon.